Yesterday I took you on a charity shop run. It was okay. I enjoyed the day out, but not worth the time really. Today is Thursday, so I've got a few sales that I want to show you before we kick off into hopefully what could be a good car boot weekend. The weather's looking okay, but then iffy, and then okay, but then sketchy, and just iffy and sketchy. Sounds like a Simpsons. Forget it. Off track. We've got some sales going on. First one I want to show you before the chap gets here. We saw the TV on Marketplace. There it is. LG 26 inch, I think. Not exactly sure. 28 inch. Listed for 70, sold it for 60. Selling it on behalf of somebody else. But I'm sure you saw in the background there's another TV sold that's got to be shipped. I'll show you that in a minute. But it just means that I've now got all that space back up there to fill with more junk. Right, once this gentleman's been and the deal's done, we'll get back into the normal schedule. Right, that's one job down. Now we can crack on with the day. So as always, we will start over on Vinted. Get rid of those sales. There's only two. First off is this Nike Primaloft. Is it Primaloft? Hyper Adapt Aeroloft jacket. Paid a £5 at the car boot sale, thinking it was going to sell for more than it was. I had this listed at 25, 20, 15. Then somebody sent me an offer of 10. Tom. And I took it. It was another one of those items that I trapped onto Vinted. I say that when I put things on there, once they're on, they're on. Unless for some reason I forgot to delete the pictures from my photo album. Just one of those items. Tom, really appreciate it, mate. Nice little bargain there, and I've got a nice little double up. Can't wait to sell this thing. The flipping TikTok's driving me insane is what it is. How do I shut it up? I can't, can I? I'll show you that in a moment. It'll be done in a moment. Lucy has picked up one of the... I'll show you up here. Got 4 left now. Sold one the other day. The rotating clipper stands. I keep going to call them Rizzler stands. I associate clippers and Rizzlers together, basically. Picked up a whole tub of these like pieces like this, and I managed to put together, I've said it before, 5 4-tier rotating stands. It's got a headache, bless him. Look. Oh no. And I'm trying to clear a little bit of stuff off the top. I thought if I soak it a bit. Anyway, whatever. Lucy's picked that one up. She said, thank you for the offer price. Nice early Christmas present for my partner. Christmas? July? Well, fair enough. Thank you, Lucy. Really appreciate that. Christmas in July is epic. Right, and then we got eBay, of course. So we've had the Marketplace sale for 60 quid and the 2 Vinted sales. One for, how much did that sell for? I don't think I told you, did I? £12.50 and one for £10. eBay. We have an order of £249 going out, it says here. Gonna need you, know, to be able to see you. Put you there for a minute. Oh, I'm having a right wobbly one today, ain't I? So we'll start from the top of the list, no particular order. We have sold Tool. It's a VHS CD bundle. I picked this up for £1 from the car boot sale from a CD, DVD, VHS dealer. It seemed like anyway. Done a bit of research on this. A 50 quid plus post, 53.49. It's off to, I think, USA. It's still a really good deal, believe it or not. There is a version of this that has some spelling mistakes and errors in the script, a bit like the Harry Potter books, which makes it sell for a bit more. I don't think it's that version. If it is, even more of a bargain. But I paid £1. It has sat around for a while though, but it's okay. 50 quid, 53.49. Strong start. Ah, Mark again. I wonder if this one's for Ryan. Mark's picked up another Lego. This one is the Lego City Fire Rescue Helicopter. Again, I think I paid like 3 or 4 quid for that one. Sold it for £10.99 all in. So I'm probably going to make about 2 or 3 quid after postage. But I don't mind that. It is what it is. I'll buy them when I see them at the car boot sale for that sort of money, because all the pounds add up. And it's not like something that's going to sit around for months. It will sit around for a few weeks, up to a month max. Get a few of those on the go throughout the month. Cycles through, doesn't it? Soon cycles through. Underworld, they actually named this cassette after the school bully that I beat up. This one is called The Second Toughest in the Infants. I was obviously #1 toughest. I was solid. I was hard. Everyone was scared of me. I was big dog. You know what I mean? Like walking around, 5 years old, chest out, tattoos. Nobody could mess with me in the Infants, mate. So Underworld was there, and I battered them. I battered them as a collective. and they had to rename the album was called Toughest in the Infants, but then our incident happened. They had to rename their album, so that's why it's called that. Sold for £12 all in, part of the big tape collection bundle. This one sold this morning while I was picking my orders. £35 plus post for the Gino Ferrari backgammon set. Really nice one, nice little logo to look out for. They're not the strongest backgammon sellers, but they sell quite strong, quite consistently, which is why I was happy to pay £10 for this on the car boot sale. I did have to do a little bit of cleaning on it. I had to like clean it up a little bit and give it a little bit of scrubbing, but it is what it is. You've got to put a little bit of work in sometimes. It is nice when you can get those items where you can just bring them home, photograph them, screw them and box them and list them, but not everything's like that. Shut up! Can't wait to get to this one, my goodness, it's winding me up. £13.49 for this little Disney Parks Dumbo, Mickey and Minnie push along tour. I think you pull it back. Pull it back and it winds off. Paid 75p or £1.50 from the charity shop, I can't remember. When I showed it on a video, somebody said, "Why are you picking up junk for stupid? You won't get no more than £2 for that." Got £13.49 for it. When I'm going to pick up little things like this, if that was like 20p, I'd have bought it without even researching, or 50p. But it must have been £1.50 for me to look it up, because I looked it up in the shop and I saw they were selling for like 15 quid. So I bought it. And it sold. £13.49. Why are you doing that? Oh. TikTok, bloody TikTok. We've sold the heads up design Winnie Coo clock. This one is the horse version. There are many different versions. This is my version. Of course, I got my finger in the way there. It normally comes with a pendulum. I didn't realise. Obviously, I know there's a little pendulum thing in there where you can get it. There's a pendulum in there. I just thought it was like that, and then somebody said, "Excuse me, have you got the pendulum? I can't see it in the picture." And I thought, oh, of course, yeah. And I googled the company, and they all come with pendulums, so I had to knock the price right the way down. Had it for like 75 quid. Knocked the price right the way down to 50 or 49.99. Got an offer of 40 and took it, of course. I paid £7 for it, along with some other bits. I can't remember what I bought from the guy, but I know I've sold those bits, whatever they are. £7 into 44.50. Beautiful. It's a really nice little piece, that one. And last but not least, I've sold another telly, but this time I've got to blooming pack the thing. I've got to ship it on eBay, and today's the last day I've got to do it. Dispatched by the 24th, yeah, today. So, yeah. I paid £10 for this at the car boot sale from a couple. I also picked up the weather station thing for a couple of quid, sold that for £24.99. I think I only spent like 25 with them in total, and I picked up a few other little things. But I know I've made all my money back from that bundle, so this is pure profit from the bundle. But it's £44.99, and I've got to ship it, and I'm annoyed because I've run out of all of Leanne's boxes, so I need to get creative. There you are. But I can do that. I am going to start listing some of that stuff from yesterday's charity shop run. So if you haven't seen that video already, I'll link it up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Ta-da. It's loud.